Just I was taking, you know, as Tylenol and ibuprofen, and I went to work Monday. It was extremely hot. I remember it was in the 90s, but I went to work that day. I have a lawn care business, Quality Services, and I went to work with the guys. And Monday I worked, Tuesday I worked. Felt lousy.
But both days.
Yeah, yeah. And then Wednesday I started developing a cough. So Stephanie said, Dad, why don't you go to MedExpress and get checked out? So I went to MedExpress, and I happened to see a physician, which is unusual. Usually you see a PA. So I went to MedExpress, and
Well, we both went, and they threw us in a room together, and we both ended up having COVID, both of us.
he checked my throat, looked down my throat, and I said, do you think I'm getting this COVID that's going around? He said,
Wait,
no.
hang on a minute. I have to figure out. I'm writing Steph. I need an
don't worry about
abbreviation
me.
for both. Well, no, I want to think. I'm just trying to keep track of who says what.
Okay.
You know, and you both have S.
Sorry.
Yeah, don't worry about me. You can worry about me.
No, that wasn't meant to do that at all. I just got to figure
He's
out
more important than me.
a way to do this without getting you mixed up. I'll call you R and you guys.
So anyhow, I said, do you think I'm getting COVID? And he said, I think you just have the flu, but I'm going to have you tested.
The doctor said that. Okay.
Right. So they gave me a test, and sure enough, I was diagnosed with COVID. So they told me to go home, quarantine. Back then it was 14 days, and keep taking ibuprofen I had a low-level fever, about 99, 100. So I come home here, and the third night into the quarantine, I woke up at 3 in the morning gasping for air. Called Stephanie. I said, and I'm not one to go to the doctor, but I said, you better get me to the doctor. I can't breathe. So she took me to the hospital. They put me on oxygen. And
UPMC Altoona?
Yeah, the UPMC Altoona, right. And from what I understand, your healthy oxygen level was like 90 or 95. Mine was 30, just to give you an idea. So they put me in oxygen, and then when they put me in oxygen, I
That would be your oxygen, blood oxygen level.
Yeah, okay. Right. So they put me in oxygen. They put me up in ICU. So I was up there probably for a week, and I was eating. I felt okay, and they told me to lay on your stomach. Well, I'm not a stomach. I wasn't a stomach layer. So I was laying on my stomach, and they came around at the end of that week and said, we may have to put you on a ventilator. So I said, well, I hope not. So I called Stephanie, and I said, Steph, I might not talk to you for a couple of days. They said they may have to put me on a ventilator. So they did. And I was on a ventilator for 6 weeks. Yeah. Didn't know anything. I was in Altoona for a month. I was in Altoona Hospital for a month on a ventilator. I don't remember anything from that experience there.
Don't remember anything?
Not in the Altoona Hospital. In fact, Stephanie told me whenever they transferred me to Johnstown to a select specialty, they must have formed a line, and they were all clapping because I survived that far, I guess. And I didn't know that. I don't remember that. Anyhow, I wake up in Johnstown, and the nurse comes in and said, do you know where you are? I said, yeah. I said, I'm in the Altoona Hospital. She said, no. She said, you're in Johnstown. I said, well, what am I doing over here? And they told me they transferred me. So I was on a ventilator in 4 weeks at the Altoona Hospital, 2 weeks in Johnstown. I had a feeding tube, I had a trach, kidney failure, the whole gamut. So after 2 weeks in Johnstown.
Were you on dialysis then?
Yeah.
You weren't normally on that, right?
Oh no, I was. I'm not a smoker, not a drinker. I'm a big vitamin taker. My breakfast in the morning consists of vitamins, and that's why I couldn't figure out why I got it so bad. I'm a healthy individual.
Mm-hmm.
I work every day in the lawn care business, and that's a rigorous
Mm-hmm.
job.
Yeah.
But anyhow, So they came over and they said, we're going to wean you off of the ventilator. We think your lungs they're starting to come back. That's when it was rough. That's when it was really hard trying to breathe on my own. They would do it in periods like maybe 2 hours for a while, for a couple of days, and move it up to 4 hours. But finally, they weaned me off of the ventilator, and I was able to breathe on my own.